welcome back, guys. Check it out. We're ready to rock and roll today, guys. We're gonna do issue 26. We got the big back door there. We're gonna go ahead and put that on here today. Since we've already done that on the other side of the car, which we've done it over here, we're just gonna go ahead and speed through this, okay? So this one's gonna be a fast and furious ride, guys. Other than that, let's get onto the bench and get on. Of course, guys, it helps us out because we still had some unfinished business in our last video that you guys saw, and I'm pretty sure you're familiar with it. We did not put the trim, and that's because it wasn't available to us because it's sitting in today's video. So we're gonna go ahead, put our trim on, and carry on. Okay, so what happened here is we put on our lock here and we put the trim on. So now with the trim, the door's got a little bit more extra shine to it, which was really good. I'm enjoying that. There's no trim that goes down here, so don't worry about that. Other than that, guys, that's really it for the door. The rest we're going to be attaching to the frame, which is the little piece that is going to be the locking mechanism on the frame that will lock the door shut. Um, so our next phase is obviously to mount this to the frame, but I think what I'm going to do is skip it, but I kind of think that if we skip it, it might throw everything off. So I'm going to bring back the frame and we're going to attach those pieces, and then we'll attach the door, and then we'll get cracking on this because kind of just want to get this attached. So we're just going to skip a beat here real quick, and we'll come back to this where we're going to attach this to the frame because I really want to get to the meat and potatoes, which is to start this door here. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So now, of course, as you know, we just got to put these pieces in and our door handle. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to knock all that out, and that should complete our stage 95. So we begin with stage 96. And basically, since we have the door handle on, our hinge on, it's pretty good. Now we have to put the black trim, which is going to go here at the top. And that black trim is just going to fit nice and snug, right like there. And then we take our SM screws, there's 3 of them, we're going to put those in. Once those are done, then we're going to start working on our box trim. So now we put the box trim on, which is quite the endeavor here. It's going to be kind of tricky here, all right, because it has to go on a certain way. So I'm going to slide this in nice and snug. That goes there, and then this one is just going to line up right like that because we're going to need those to screw it in. Then you go ahead and you get your DM screws, and there'll be 3 of them. You'll put them in. So with all that completed, we're doing pretty good here, guys. We still have our locking mechanism that we're going to put in. That's going to be this piece, and then we have over here the spring. So we're going to go ahead, put that in, and you will need a DM screw. So that one that you have left over in your baggie, we're going to bring that over, and I like to get everything prepped. I usually do this behind the scenes, but we'll just show you guys real quick. Without further ado, let's get that done. Stage 96, that is pretty much it. We still have the window left over. We have some spare screws, but don't worry, those are supposed to be spares, so I like to keep those. We're going to keep those. We have our window, which is going to fit right in here nice and snug later on. Other than that, let's move on to the next stage, guys. Okay, so of course, as we're still working on this door, I do want to let you know we did not forget about this door, which we are going to install here later on in the video. It's going to be a little time consuming, but I think we'll be able to install this here in a few. So hang in there, guys. But for now, let's move on here, right here to stage 97. Let me tell you what we're going to do. We're going to flip this over. We got to put that trim on. So as you can see here, we have the trim, everything good to go. So we're going to get on with that. Once that's completed, I'll show you the end product. Just a little friendly reminder before I finish. Put this piece in first before you start putting all of it in here, okay? Okay, so with 97 all done and good to go, we're able to go to our next step, which will be our final one. But something I didn't notice until now. I would have called them and told them I needed it, but it's right here. I just noticed that this is not uh, I guess you could say this is not some kind of like debris or something. I found out that that's some kind of cut in there. So I guess we're just gonna have to say that it's I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna have to make it think to myself that it's just a gimmick or a glitch in the, what do you call it, in the paint. But not happy about that. I totally didn't notice that when I observed every part before I put it all together. But yeah, a little disturbed by seeing that because goodness gracious, yeah, not too happy about that. But I'm just gonna move on. There's nothing I can do, and all these parts were from Eagle Moss, so you know, I'm not really, yeah, not really happy about that. And I know Fanhome's not gonna give me a new one because Fanhome just started giving me packages that have just started to come in. So I can get replacements for those, but not these Eagle Moss parts apparently. So yeah, that sucks. But hey, whatever, dudes. We're just gonna move on, and we're just gonna keep moving. So what I'm gonna do next is move us on to stage 98, our final stage for this video. Hope you're enjoying it. Don't forget to hit that like button. Okay, so with this stage, it's kind of minor. We're basically not going to be worrying about this door, so I'm going to put it off to the side here. But I really like looking at the door for right now. Other than that, we're only going to be focusing on these components. We're going to put all the pieces in for here and here. And we have some screws, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Just remember, this door was slightly easier to do, just like on the other side. But our next video after this will come with the finishing touches of this, and being able to attach our window, which we still have it. It's here. So without further ado, I'm going to knock this out and we'll show it to you all. So there you have it, guys. Both pieces are put in without a problem. As you know, this piece is going to be for the window, and we have our roller and then the tiny piece that'll come up in our next video. And of course we still have our door handles and such to put on. So I don't know, maybe this side's a little different because it doesn't have the door handle here. I mean, like the handle to close it or anything. So not sure what the deal is, but we'll find that out in our next video. For now, that pretty much is it for this part. We still have our window, which is great, but there's one thing, guys, that I still need to show you, and that is to bring back our door here. Remember, we got to install this onto the body. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring the body back, and we're going to screw this in, and we're going to need to screw that in with some basically with some what is it called there, the IM screws. I got to remember that. And then the BM screws that are silver or copper color, because we still have to put on the lock. Okay, the silver screws you'll use for the lock, the black screws we're going to use for here and here to mount these on. So let's go finish up that, guys, so we can have this video all done and good to go. And look at that, guys. I wanted you guys to see real quick, just a reminder of how big this thing is. All right, we've been keeping it stored in a nice little area so it won't be collecting any dust. So I'm very impressed with this car. It is just phenomenal. Now you see here, this is that piece, that 91 Bravo, that they say is going on the door over here. However, as you can tell, we're not doing that. They want it over here. So there's something in between the Fanhome and that Eagle Moss connection here. But since I'm still dealing with the Eagle Moss version, not the Fanhome version, we're going to have to do that. So now what we're going to do is we're obviously going to make, sorry for the little earthquake there, because this thing is heavy. So we have all this done and good to go, and it still works, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to take that door and we're going to put it on. And then I'm going to go ahead and put on that sticker for us. And you guys will enjoy that when we get further on into the video. But I'm going to do that behind the scenes. For now, we need to flip this car back upside down. And I'm using my little pad down here because I don't want anything getting damaged, okay? So we got our little pad there, and that's how that's gonna go. So I'm gonna go ahead and screw in on this side our little piece that's gonna go in here, and then once I screw that in, we'll begin with putting on the door, guys. So now, guys, with it all said and done, now the doors are in. We have our door in and everything, and as you can see, it kind of curves in a little bit, so that's fine. And then we have all of our screws put in. The door has a little bit of a wiggle, so just remember the weight of the door coming down. It might be hard for you to close it and open it, but you'll have to like lift up if you're having it upside down during this process to check it. But for now, I'm just gonna flip it right over for you guys so you guys can see that this is definitely good to go. Okay, so with everything good to go, rocking and a popping, we're just gonna do a quick little test. Oh wait, I better do it from the inside. So there it is, and it opens up and it closes, no problem. Okay, you hear that nice smooth click, everything is smooth, there's no gaps in here. It looks pretty snazzy, guys. I'm also going to come by and polish up our windows and everything, and I like to do that towards the end of all the doors and whatnot. But for now, guys, that is it for today's video. We hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit that like button because we got more stuff in store for you today. Well, not today, I should say, but we got more stuff in store for you coming up in our next few videos. So hang in there, guys. We're almost there. Next video, we're going to be able to install the other side of our little back door here. So, yep, gotta go, guys. Keep on modeling.